It's about the I gotta say, it's the stupidest. It's about the I gotta say, it's the stupidest thing in sports.
Gets the ball, gets back, pulls up for the win. Got it. Detroit basketball. Oh, Holloman looks the clock. Half court for the win. Oh! The Lions go for it. The Vikings bring it. The pass is a touchdown to give. Javi Baez homered earlier. First one, in the air, deep left field, again! Yes, Tigers win! Javi is unstoppable!
This is BS Sports.
And away we go. I know the game is about to start, but I have to make this personal point. I ordered a pizza I'd say about an hour ago. Still hasn't arrived. I'm going to be very hungry by halftime. I don't know if I'll be able to eat. I'll be too stressed. This is a tough spot I've been in. It's a tough spot. Anyway, just wanted to let everybody know that about me. So, going into this game, Detroit, I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but actually going in as underdogs, minus 2.5-point favorites, according to ESPN Bet. And the matchup predictor has the Lions at just a 44.2% win probability. I got to be honest. I mean, I guess I get it in as much as Lions are dealing with some injuries in their secondary. Mahomes is Mahomes, but this Chiefs team has not played a complete game of football except maybe against Baltimore a few weeks ago. And they're on a short week of rest. They just played Monday night, so less than a week ago. They played a game against Jacksonville, which they lost after blowing it, including a pick six from Mahomes. I think this is a huge game for the Chiefs. This is a must-win game for the Chiefs, much less so for the Lions, I would say. But this Lions team is rolling. If their defense can keep them in this game, and if their offense can get things going, I just don't trust this Chiefs offense. I really don't. And as far as the matchup predictor, I think it's Mahomes doing a lot of heavy lifting for the Chiefs. But we'll see. You know, Jared Goff undefeated against Patrick Mahomes in one on head-to-head matchups. 2-0, I believe. So, hey, could be 3-0 by the end of the night. So, look, Chiefs coming into this game 2-3, 1-1 at home. Lions 2-1 on the road. The injuries are one thing, and then the Chiefs are without their left tackle as well. I get that the secondary is a concern, and that last 10 or so minutes, maybe a little bit less than that of the fourth quarter against the Bengals last week, that was a little rough. But Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase, and I don't think the Chiefs have a single receiver that is even remotely close to Jamar Chase in his ability to get wide open and make contested catches. I don't think this is going to be a blowout because it is the Chiefs after all. And even a couple of years ago when we did play them for them at home, so on the road, it was a close game. But that was a pretty early version of the now rolling Lions as we see them. I think it's a better team than it was 2023, but I think it's a worse team for the Chiefs than the 2023 team. So, you know, I picked the Lions to win, but I also don't get why there is this favorability towards the Chiefs. The only thing I can think of is the injuries. But Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph both playing. And this bot is getting banned. That's just crazy. I hadn't seen one of those bots in a while. I thought I had banned all of them, but I guess a new one has emerged. Maybe it's only certain primetime big games that it comes out at. We're gonna go ahead and check on the pizza that I have ordered. Oh, he said he dropped it off. Okay. You know what? I got like 2 seconds. I'm gonna go pick that up because this joker left it outside. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. The za has been delivered. I might be munching on that at halftime. Not gonna lie. So if you don't like watching people eat, get over it. How about that? You didn't expect that answer. You expected me to say don't watch. I say get over it. All right. So I don't know who's kicking off. Let's see. Melissa Stark talking to Aiden Hutchinson, who's got a little bit of a beard going, a little goatee action for Hutch. He looks like he's been growing that out. Okay. All right. Kind of like the look. It's a little gruff. I like it. There's a good amount of Lions fans in this game. Not as much as last week against Cincinnati, where it was a sea of Honolulu blue. Kansas City Chiefs fans, the Chiefs are a much better team than the Bengals, but Lions fans, they came out last time they were in Arrowhead. Looks like they've come out again tonight. Is that his parents? I think that's his parents out there. Lions won back-to-back division titles for the first time in the Super Bowl era the last 2 seasons. That's a crazy stat. But, okay, so no Terrion Arnold, no Avonte Maddox, no Khalil Dorsey, no DJ Reed, no Ennis Rakestraw Jr. Look, the secondary's beat up, no doubt about it. It's going to be tough, but you still got Brian Branch, still got Kirby Joseph, you still got Amik Robertson. That goes a long way in many ways. So we'll see. So who won the toss? And I don't know who won. I heard somebody won the toss, obviously. Oh, Jared Allen, former Kansas City Chief. Is he like blowing the horn or hitting what is he doing? What do they do in Kansas City? He hits the drum. Oh, with the tomahawk chop. Okay, he's hitting the drum. Okay, they're doing the little tomahawk chop. That's wonderful. Good for them. I just want to see who's getting the ball, please. I heard that whoever won the toss took the ball, so I hope it's not us. Okay, it is us. I hate taking the ball. Why do they do this to me? Jacob Sailors and Craig Reynolds back out there to return it. Khalif Raymond is apparently active, but not to do kickoffs, seemingly. Well, Harrison Butker is out there to kick it off. He has struggled this year. A couple of kicked out of bounds plays and some missed field goals. That is taken out by Craig Reynolds past the 20, now past the 25, and he breaks free. Craig Reynolds going to be brought down just behind the 30. Oh, man, if he had a little bit more speed, he would have been gone. I want to hear the intros. Oh, they all just did their schools. I thought they didn't do anything funny. That's all right. All right. So Dan Skipper in for the injured Taylor Decker. And also in for the injured Giovanni Manu, who started last week. So Dan Skipper, the vet, he's been on this Lions team before. He's played these kinds of games. Goff going to give it to Gibbs, who's going to cut a little bit to the inside and pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. Probably just 4. Maybe just 3 even. Kind of rolled forward, so it depends on the spot. Gibbs has started off every single game. I mean, they're certainly weaning him into that official, bell cow kind of role. Dave Montgomery getting significantly less touches than he did last year. 2nd down and 6 on the 4-yard carry from Gibbs. Goff once again under center. There's a snap. Another give goes to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for a hole. This time he'll only get a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Lions trying to establish the run game early. This Chiefs defense is hard to run on. That is for sure. 3rd down and 5, so certainly manageable. But if you're starting with the football, man, you gotta do some damage. You can't go 3 and out. Especially when you're choosing to start with the football, then you better have a game plan that's ready to go. Goff is in the shotgun. Laporta going in motion. He's going to throw. Goff throws to Laporta, who is wide open for a 1st down and breaking free of some tacklers to get past the 45-yard line. And the Lions extend their drive. I mean, he's the man in motion. The defender should have kept an eye on him, and he was just so open. Too easy. Just too easy. And he's come on since last week. Had a major game. I think he had like 90 yards, something like that. Ball now at the 45-yard line of Detroit. Gibbs staying in the backfield. Goff once again under center. Trying to communicate with his line. He's got 5 seconds to snap it. There it is. Hands it off to Gibbs. Looking for a big hole. And Gibbs is going to be just brought down short of the 50. Oh, here's the Chiefs defense. I want to listen to this. Nobody does anything funny anymore in their intros. Nobody does like preschool. Come on. 2nd down and 6. 4-yard carry from Gibbs. Snap, pass coming. Goff airs it out to a wide open Jamison Williams for a 1st down. Once again, wide open pass. It's a good Chiefs defense, but that's back-to-back passing plays where I don't know if it's just that Jared Goff is getting the ball out quickly or they're just allowing for guys to be schemed open. Williams is one of those guys this year, really hasn't had that marquee game, but he's certainly capable of making defenses regret leaving him open. Now into Chief territory. Play action pass coming. Goff has time, airs it out to another wide open Jamison Williams. He's going to pick up the 1st down, try to hurdle a defender, but he picks up a 1st down. All right. At least he didn't lose the football. Back-to-back catches for him. As I say, hadn't had a really big game so far this year. So far, 2 big catches for 10-plus yards. You only get 1 shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Thank you, Detroit fan. Who wrote that? Who sings that song? Anybody know? Boy, he did a little bit of a spin. Ball now at the Chief 29-yard line. 1st down would put the Lions into the red zone. Quick handoff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to be tripped up and only pick up a yard, maybe 2. Brian Cook was in there to make the tackle. Lions trying a little bit of trickeration early. St. Brown, not really a speedster, so it's interesting they schemed that up for him. Bring Eminem today against. That's true. We gotta show him. Can we get Aretha Franklin? Can we bring her? She's dead. She's dead. Can't bring her. Goff under center. Hands it off to Gibbs. Looking for a hole. He finds a decent chunk there. Might have picked up 7. It'll be 3rd down and very manageable. What is John Morton going to dial up here on a 3rd down and short? Ball is at the Chief 20.5-yard line. 3rd down and 2. But it's maybe a short 2. Excuse me. Goff under center. Hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to muscle his way to the 1st down. Boy, that's a gutsy call to give that ball to Jahmyr Gibbs, who is the lightning to the thunder and lightning, I should say, of this run game. Able to just get that 1st down. Don't need to do too much on a play like that, and the Lions into the red zone for the first time tonight. 8 plays, 53 yards, a little over 5 minutes. Pass coming from Goff on 1st down. He gets rid of it quickly. A little lateral play to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he somehow stays in. Oh, man, they ran that play last year against the Arizona Cardinals, and it went for a touchdown. Oh, boy, that was a little too close for comfort. Gibbs picks up about, 4 or 5 yards, I think, before he stepped out of bounds. Jeez, Goff got rid of that ball quickly as Chris Jones is about ready to take his head off. And good on Gibbs for staying on his feet after first contact. And they're going to say a gain of just 3. Ball at the 15, maybe a little past the 15-yard line. Goff once again in the shotgun. Gibbs to his right. Tesla going in motion. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and he's going to find another hole and fall forward for another 1st down. I think. Oh, no, it looked like they're signaling the chains. Yep, they're going to call it a 1st down. And Jahmyr Gibbs starting to assert his presence in this run game for Detroit. If they can get it established, it's going to be a long night for the KC defense. I'll tell you that much. Jeez, did you see? Was that Penei Sewell just body slammed a human being? Actually, that might have been Mahogany. My goodness. 25 yards so far on this drive on just 6 carries for Jahmyr Gibbs. St. Brown going in motion to the right side. Now he's going back to the left. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and Gibbs will be stuffed just past the 5, though. It'll be second down and goal. 7.5 minutes to go. Oh my gosh, this is almost the entire first quarter. About half of the first quarter has been burned by this Lions offense. In a way, I almost don't want them to get it and then get it on third down and goal just to burn more time, assuming they run the ball here. 67 yards and almost 8 minutes. Laporta going in motion. Goes to the line on the right side. There's a snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for the hole. He's going to be stuffed at about the 2, maybe the 1. It'll be third down and goal. And I got to ban another bot. Ban the bot. So what is Steve Spagnuolo going to do here? Third down and goal. But look, it's Dan Campbell. It's the Lions. You got to think they're feeling like this is 4 down territory. They have burned so much of the clock here in this opening drive. It'll be third down and goal from the 2. Boy, they got quite the backfield here. Looks like Brock Wright and Laporta. They're going to give it to Gibbs, and I don't know if he got it. And he is. He got to the 1, maybe the half-yard line. And it's fourth down and goal. And now, I mean, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're not going to go for it? Lions, to this year, 7 for 9 on fourth down. That's 78%. 6th in the NFL. Tied for 6th, specifically. Chiefs fans getting loud. Oh, my gosh. Get this out of here. Get out of here, bot. And 2 seconds. Are they going to snap it? They do. Play action. Goff going to throw. And he throws it away. Are they saying it was... I think it was a whistle for a timeout. And Detroit called the timeout on the 4th and goal. Ay, ay, ay. Don't like that. Early timeout being used. I don't know. It kind of looked like it could have worked if he threw that ball to Montgomery. Boy, that was... Well, let's see what they're going to do coming out of this TO. 5:28 to go. I feel like you got to score here at this point. You just drove all the way down the field. You got to get some points on the board, and you got to get it in the form of a touchdown. Andy Reid looks frustrated about the fact that that play was called dead due to the timeout. All right, here we go. Brock Wright in the backfield. David Montgomery is in as well in the backfield. St. Brown out wide. Now Goff going to go out wide. They're going to let oh, no, Goff, he caught it. Oh my gosh. Montgomery threw it to Goff for a touchdown. He bobbled it, and then Jared Goff caught it and ran into the end zone for a Lions touchdown. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about letting it all hang out. Goff went out in motion. Montgomery took the snap. That's his 2nd passing touchdown in as many weeks. And that ball was almost dropped by Goff. He caught it off the defender. Look at this. Bounces, stays in the air, and he holds onto it. And then, like a bull in a china shop, just pushes his way into the end zone. Wait, they're going to say there's a penalty? Hold on. Are they saying this is an illegal play? There was no flag thrown. And there's the flag. Are they going to call it illegal formation? So they're going to call an illegal motion due to the quarterback not being set. Oh my gosh, really? That is an incredible trick play that gets totally removed because of a penalty like that? Okay. Really? So they're just going to kick the field goal with Jake Bates as opposed to getting 6 on the board. Oh my gosh. Really? That is, I'm sorry. That's just, okay. If that's the letter of the rule, then that it is what it is. And the Lions should have known that when running that play. But I hate stuff like that when a team makes what I think is a pretty incredible play. Okay. Oh, wait, they're going to bring the offense back out there. So never mind. They're not going to try to kick it with Bates. Oh, my goodness. So here we go. Lions are going to go for it despite the 5-yard penalty. So what's going on here? Goff is, it's 5 seconds on the play clock. Got a timeout. What? And there's a delay again. What in the world is going on here? I'm sorry, did they do that on purpose? It looks like Goff is just talking to the referee. What was the point of that? What is the point of taking that penalty? You just moved it back 5 yards for your kicker. Okay. I simply do not understand what the point of that was. Now it's a 28-yard field goal attempt to take the lead here. I mean, at the very least, you can get some points on the board, but man, that is such a unsatisfactory way to end this drive if that's all it is. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. Nailed it right down the middle. So it is 3-0 Detroit. 3 points erased from what should have been an incredible touchdown. It'll be Chief ball down 3. So I guess to explain the penalty a little more, they said the quarterback did not get properly set before going in motion. What does that even mean? Does he have to put both hands under? Because he put a hand there and then he went out in motion. To me, it seems so much less likely that the Lions were not familiar with how this rule worked and that when they made this trick play, they just didn't know what exactly he had to do. That felt very similar to that Taylor Decker reporting incident a couple of years ago. I mean, these trick plays, they're not just made up totally out of whole cloth. They communicate them with the referees as far as rules go. So it just seems so ridiculous to me that they would they would do this play without knowing what the rule is. So I don't know. The rules analyst was saying it was an illegal play. I don't know if I can always rely on those rules analysts. Okay. You got 3 points out of the drive. I would have liked 6 plus or 7. But defense, go out there and make a stop. This offense for the Chiefs has struggled pretty much all year. So just get your offense back on the field. They managed to have their way mostly with the Chiefs defense. Okay. Oh, doing a little bit of throwback from the Thursday night kickoff game, Lions Chiefs a few years ago. Those are the old jerseys, like these jerseys, except the white versions. Lions won it 21-20. I forgot how close it was. I thought it was 23-20. So Bates back out there to kick off for the first time tonight. Hopefully not the last. And it'll be taken out from about the 1. Looking for a hole there and just gets to about the 30-yard line. And in comes the Chiefs offense. Mahomes is in the shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Now, number 1, I believe that's Xavier Worthy rolling around. Pacheco looking to run. He's not going to pick up much, maybe a 1-yard gain. Well, it's still early, Detroit fan. So we'll wait on that. But I agree with you that I just don't. It's hard for me to imagine that Detroit did not run this play through with the referees in mind. Like, the referees are aware of these plays. They should know about what's supposed to happen. So it's a little weird for me to possibly understand how that could have happened. 2nd down and 9. Mahomes out of the shotgun once again. He's going to throw. Mahomes quickly gets rid of it to Travis Kelce, who just somehow manages to stay on his feet because nobody wants to tackle on this team. It'll be a 1st down, first catch of the night for Kelce. I mean, he should have been down short of the sticks, but Lions defenders basically just let him waltz right by him. Branch's got to make that play. Campbell's got to make that play. Kirby Joseph's got to make that play. That's 3 guys that got to make that play. This is the ball now at the Chief 46. Mahomes takes the snap, gonna throw it again. Mahomes rolling to his right. He throws. It is caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. Big gain and brought down well into Lion territory. And now it is 1st and 10 into Detroit territory in just 2 plays. Boy, I mean, I thought maybe Branch had him beat on that. He tried to jump the ball. He should have hit the defender, or he should have hit the receiver. Or that wasn't Branch. I'm sorry. That must have been, was that Kirby Joseph tried to jump the ball? Mahomes does have some tendency to throw interceptions, at least this year. Handoff goes to Pacheco. Pacheco finds a big hole for a 1st down. Jeez. 3 first down plays in a row. This Lions defense struggling early. Oh my gosh, get this out of here, man. I feel like I've had way more of these bots in this game than I have in any other previous game. Maybe the Packer game, I think I remember there being bots. So now ball is at the 13-yard line of Detroit. Mahomes takes the snap. They're going to give it to Pacheco again. This time, Pacheco going to be brought down for a gain of just 2. Jack Campbell was in there to make the tackle. 2.5 minutes to go. Lions up 3-0, but the Chiefs are knocking on the door of at least trying to tie this game up. Again, the Chiefs are down one of their offensive tackles tonight. So far, doesn't seem to have much of an effect. Play action. Mahomes under some pressure. He's going to throw it away. It'll be incomplete. And I think they're going to say there was a receiver in the area, but it'll be 3rd down and 8. Derek Barnes brought the pressure on Mahomes and forced him to throw that ball out. Boy, if I was Mahomes, he might have had a shot to just run with it. But now a 3rd down and 8 with 1:59 to go. Lions could at least force him to kick the field goal, especially given Bucker's been struggling here. That could be a win here. Mahomes out of the shotgun, moving his receiver in motion out wide. Pass coming. Mahomes Trying to run it up the middle. Mahomes is going to be met and stopped at about the 6-yard line. And it'll be 4th down. And what does Andy Reid want to do? He could match the score with a field goal, but I don't think he's going to try that. I think he's going to go for it. I believe that is what they're doing. It'll be 4th down and short. Boy, this could be a huge stop for this Lions defense. 4th down and 3. They're going to at least, they'll see if they run a play. They might just be trying to get him to jump off sides. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. There's a snap. Here comes a pass. Throw is caught. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy and the Chiefs take the first lead of the night. I don't know if the Lions knew they were actually going to run a play there because Worthy was too open for my liking. Amik Robertson was the corner on him. And he just got totally beat. Completely beat. Soon as he got out wide, that was over. And even if he didn't get to the end zone, he would have gotten the yards to gain. Extra point is no good. Oh my goodness. Butker missed it wide to the left. Wow. Butker's struggles continue, and that gives new life to Detroit. They can tie this game up with a field goal. But the Chiefs up 3. All right. Not feeling great about that defense. I guess you stopped them at the end and they had to go for it on 4th down, but too many big chunk plays. Way too many big chunk plays. They did not have to do much to get down the field. And it's concerning all the more because if this game is going to be close and you're letting them march down the field that quick, you don't want to. I mean, granted, if Butker is struggling, then a field goal might not be what they need, but just don't let them stay in this game. Looks like I can take a look here at the ALCS in which the Tigers are not taking place, but it's 1-0 Blue Jays. Top of the 3rd, 1 out. We'll get to the Tigers on Tuesday, guys. Still in mourning. That was one of the most excruciating experiences of my life watching that game. And yes, I did watch that game. I did. Oh, man. I really want to go grab that pizza and just start munching on it during the game. I'm going to do that. I'm hungry, all right? Is that a crime? Maybe it's something. Not in my house. Oh my gosh. Get these bots out of here, dude. Great platform, YouTube. Great platform. I should pray. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, the game's back. Okay. I got to bite in. I got to bite in. Oh, geez. There's Taylor Swift. Take a shot, chat. Caitlin Clark. Oh, my gosh. All right. Enough. Kickoff is going to be taken out from about the 10 by Craig Reynolds, who's just going to jet forward to get to the 30. Oh, I bet you did, Detroit fan. I would not doubt it. Lions had 9 minutes and 39 seconds burned from the clock on their opening drive, but they didn't score a touchdown because of some nonsense rule from the ref. So first down and 10, down 3. Montgomery in the backfield. Laporta goes in motion. Toss out to Montgomery. He's going to try to cut to the outside. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 3. Second down. And the Lions will have to run at least one more play here in the quarter. Chris Collinsworth says, we're watching a lot of old school football. Fun for him to watch. How much fun is it for me? All right? That's what's more important, Chris. I want my team to win. I don't care what school they're playing. Pass coming from Goff. Goff has plenty of time. He's going to finally throw it. It is caught by Sam Laporta. Picks up a massive chunk to about the Chief 41-yard line. Oh, man. That's a chunk play for sure. I'm surprised he didn't just dump it down to a wide open guy in front of him, which I believe was David Montgomery. He wanted the big play, and he got it. So after 1, Chiefs have the lead, but the Lions right back into Kansas City territory. It is 6-3 Kansas City. I'm going to eat my pizza. I can't believe they actually said that. Can't believe they actually said that to Trey Fan. That's crazy. Well, it's only one bad call. Just don't let it ruin the game. You know, hopefully by the end of this game, we'll forget about it, and it won't even matter because we'll have won. Oh, I'm already out of water. I realize eating the pizza, given the lack of water. Okay, hold on. It's about to come back. I'll fill it up in the next commercial. We'll fill it up in the next commercial. We'll do it live. Oh. What is that, a hotel? Prime Restaurant. Oh, what? Travis Kelce opened a restaurant? Okay. Wonderful. I'm sure the food is delicious. I actually don't. Maybe it is. All right. Goff under center. Montgomery standing in the backfield. He's lined up at the 50. Ball is at the Kansas City 42. He's going to take the handoff, and there goes David Montgomery, and he is finally brought down because someone pulled on the back of his jersey, but he picks up a first down. Oh, my goodness. He would have gotten a heck of a lot more if not for somebody grabbing on the tail end of his jersey. Oh, my gosh. It is like a white wave from the push from Penei Sewell especially. Look at this. Panay Sewell is making number 32 look like a child. Ball's now at the Chief 29. Lions have ran the ball 12 times to just 5 passes. There's the snap. Another handoff to Montgomery. Another block there from Panay Sewell. And Montgomery's going to pick up about 7. Oh my gosh. Thought maybe Montgomery was going to get killed in the backfield, but Panay Sewell just shoulder tapped him and knocked him to the ground. Can we show the replay of that, NBC? That was awesome. Oh my gosh. They're not going to show the replay, but oh yeah, here we go. They're going to show it, I think. Look at this. Look at this. Bop! Chris Jones, who's a really good defender, and Panay Sewell just shoulder tapped him, basically. 2nd and 4. Play action. Goff going to throw. It's tipped but caught by Amon-Ra, trying to break free of the defender. He's only going to pick up a yard. Ooh, man. Saint really wanted more on that. It'll be 3rd down and, 2? Maybe, I don't know if it was, I can't remember what it was, 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 3 there. But it'll be 3rd down and certainly manageable for this Detroit team. 3rd down and 3. Off with David Montgomery in his backfield. He's calling something out. 5 on the clock. There's the snap. Pass coming. Goff looking under some pressure. Airs it out. It is caught by Jameson Williams. And he's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown. Jamo in stride gets his touchdown and gives the Lions the lead back. 9-6. 71 yards marching down the field. Jamo having one of those nights. It's taken a little bit for him to get going. I believe that's his 2nd touchdown of the season. And he took that hit head on and stayed on his feet. Got to the end zone. Any illegal formation on that, refs? Just out of curiosity. It's a great play. Love that for him. He got a big contract extension this season because he deserved it. And it looks like they're taking number 20 under the tent for Kansas City. And I'm taking this bot to the woodshed and banning it. And that missed extra point, man, assuming Jake Bates can make this one so that we're not even on missed extra points, that could be a big difference maker in this game, point-wise. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. That gives the Lions a 4-point lead here pretty early in the 2nd quarter. So back-to-back scoring drives for this Lions offense. It's going to be a fun one tonight. I got a feeling. All right, I'm getting more pizza and water. I'm getting more of this. All right. Got my za. Got more za. All right. Now, defense, please do your job. Please. Come on now. Can't be giving up those big chunk plays. Let's get locked in, boys. This is one of the few times that I actually want the commercial breaks to be a little bit longer because I need to eat, and I can only eat during the commercials. All right, how many more of these London games are we going to get, man? It's just stupid. Don't we still have a German game to do? Oh, all right. Lizzo. Why is Lizzo a judge on The Voice? That doesn't seem like a good choice to me. Isn't her whole thing that she's just fat? I guess fat people can sing. Ball taken out from about the 5. Looking for a lane to run it back, and once again stopped at about the 30-yard line. Wow. Patrick Mahomes, the fastest to 300 career passing touchdowns in NFL history, including postseason. That's actually crazy. So now the Chiefs take over at their own 31. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes looking. Some pressure. Now Mahomes nearly gets sacked. Going to roll around and find a wide open receiver at the 50. And it'll be a first down. Oh my gosh. The Mahomes magic coming early. Nearly was sacked by Aiden Hutchinson. And somehow he managed to stay up. Boy, that better be the last time I see that happen. Oh my gosh. You got to finish the play, Aiden. You have to. He had him wrapped up, dead to rights, and somehow Mahomes manages to escape, find a wide open receiver. Can't have it. Another big play here by the Chiefs. There's the snap. Another pass coming. Mahomes going to air it out quickly to, I believe that is Noah Gray. It'll be short of the first down. A 6-yard game, but boy, the Chiefs just relying almost entirely on their passing game right now. And there is a Lions defender down. Kirby Joseph. He had a lingering injury all week. Oh boy. I get to eat more pizza though. I gotta get more pizza. All right. So Kirby Joseph, he's on the sideline, but hopefully okay. Handoff. No, Mahomes going to keep it, and he is going to be brought down by Jack Campbell. Might have picked up a yard there. It'll be third down. I don't know if that was a design run, RPO looked like it. Oh, geez. I think they saw something with that knee injury. I mean, it didn't look like he really got hit there, which is concerning. He was walking off gingerly. Third down and 4. It's going to be a huge third down. Handoff goes to Pacheco, and he is going to be stuffed short of the yards to gain. It'll be fourth down and 1. We'll see. I would imagine they're going to go for this. They're in no man's land, and Butker cannot kick from this distance. He can't make extra points. That was Kareem Hunt, not Pacheco on the run. And they are going for it. Fourth down and 1. Mahomes takes a snap. Quick handoff, and they're going to get the first down. Kareem Hunt on the handoff there, and Kirby Joseph is being helped. Oh, boy. He is slowly walking. First down and 10 for Kansas City at the Lion 38-yard line. Down 4. Here's the pitch. Now they toss it around. A little flea flicker action. Mahomes going to run with it. No, he will. And he will slide down past the 30 and be tapped down, I believe, by Amik Robertson for a first down run. Jeez Louise. He is not making it easy. I don't know if that was designed to end up as a run play for Mahomes, but it didn't look like there was anybody available to throw the ball to, so he figured, well, I'll make the play myself. Handoff goes to Pacheco, and that will go for 1 yard. 8:50 to go in the half. The Chiefs will get the ball to start the third quarter, which is why this close score does not exactly make me feel comfortable, especially with the Chiefs right there ready to score. 3 rushes tonight for Mahomes for 15 yards. Last week he was their leading rusher. Might not be this week. Pass coming. Mahomes under some pressure. Ball came out, and that ball is, I think, picked up by the Chiefs. Oh my goodness, it'll be just a sack, putting the Chiefs all the way back to third down and long, but man, oh man, Lions could have had that football. Aiden Hutchinson brought the pressure and just smacked that ball out of the hands. Oh my goodness. Campbell wanted that one too. Jack Campbell, that is. But a great punch out by Aiden Hutchinson. Now it'll be third down and 18. Got to have the stop here. Oh, boy. And Mahomes on a screen. I thought maybe there was going to be a penalty there. And somehow they get almost to the first down. It'll be fourth down and short. But I thought for sure there was going to be a penalty for false start there. It looked like there was a jump. And are they going for it, or? I'm just surprised that play was not whistled dead. It looked like the lineman on the left side, or I guess the right side of Mahomes, it looked like he jumped early. And a TO is called by Kansas City. With 7:01 to go, they get into the red zone with that little screen pass, which, frankly, that's just all the more unacceptable. But Maybe I'm crazy. It looked to me like the Chiefs jumped false start there. Am I crazy? That looked okay. Well, be 4th down and 2. Another opportunity for this Lions defense to get off the field. They have not done it yet tonight. Granted, just two chances. They won't call it. Fair. They did that the the last time we played them, I should say. It's like every time the guy who lined up against Hutch was jumping early. They didn't call it. Is what it is. Got to come up with a stop. 4th down and 1. Mahomes is 6 for 7 so far. I don't even remember what the incompletion was. There's the snap. Mahomes rolling to his left. Still rolling under pressure. Throws. It is knocked down. Incomplete. Harper got his hand in there, and the Chiefs turn it over on downs. Huge play on defense for Detroit. Great play there. Harper coming in for the injured Kirby Joseph. He got his right paw in there. Knocked that ball right out of the air. Oh, I'm fired up about that. Love that. Love seeing a guy come in and make a play. Now I get pizza. All right. Now, offense, you got to take advantage now. Your defense came up with a huge stop. Let's see you actually take advantage of that. I want to see you march down the field, score a touchdown. Straight up. Oh, next week is Notre Dame USC. Isn't that usually the final week of the season, or do they just hate all things that are cool and good? Whatever. It hasn't been that way for a while, I guess. Handoff goes to Gibbs, trying to cut to the outside, and Gibbs tries to hurdle. He'll pick up about 5, maybe 6. Thomas apparently had 0 defensive snaps. Thomas Harper. And he comes up and makes a huge play to take away a 1st down. It's a great play. Great play. Second down and 5. Gibbs staying in the backfield. Laporta goes in motion to the inside. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and he will be stuffed at the line. Eesh. Chanel, I don't know how to pronounce that. Chanel, I think they just said. All right now. Come on, offense. Got to take advantage here. Let's keep this drive going. Do not want to go 3 and out after your defense came out with a huge stop. Do not want that. They're going to say a 1-yard gain on the run, 3rd down and 4. Pass coming. Goff under some pressure from behind. He's going to run with it. Goff going to carry it all the way for the first down. Goff said to Mahomes, anything you can do, I can do similarly. A first down scramble run from Vanilla Vic. Wow. Thought maybe that would be a dead to rights play, but Goff saw the green grass and great blocking up front by Jahmyr Gibbs. He doesn't get that block, and Goff doesn't get the first down. Great play. Goff under center. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs. He's got a big hole. Gibbs cuts through just shy of midfield. Another first down for the Lions. Oh boy, Jahmyr Gibbs starting to heat up here. He's another one of these guys. He's put together some good games. We haven't seen that kind of game that we saw a lot last year and his rookie season, where he just takes over and bursts off massive chunks. He's had a few of those plays so far tonight. And if the Lions keep doing this to the Chiefs, me oh my, they're going to have a long night. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and he will only pick up about a yard, maybe. No, he somehow break free. What in the world? How in the world did he get out of there? All the way into Chief territory. It'll be 2nd down. I can't believe he got... What happened? Ran into a wall. I thought he was down. He stayed up that whole time. And then Benet still kind of gave him a little extra push. Wow. Almost 100 yards on the ground tonight for Detroit. We're not even to the 3rd quarter, folks. Ball's at the Chief 46. Montgomery is now in. Play action. Oh boy, Goff immediately under pressure, throws it to the ground. It'll be an incomplete pass. And they're pointing out a receiver in the area. Whew. That was nearly a sack. Good on Goff for getting rid of that football. He was about to get his head ripped off. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And unfortunately, you're kind of in no man's land right now as far as punting goes. Not really in a range where you feel that great about having to punt it if you don't get this. Goff in the shotgun, Montgomery to his left. They're going to give it to David, and he is not going to get the first down. He picks up 2. It'll be 4th down. McDuffie, I think, able to get the tackle, and I think Campbell's telling his guys to stay out there. It's going to be another 4th down here. Lions are going for it on 4th down and 2. Final 3 minutes of the half. Montgomery's staying in. Next to Goff in the shotgun. Pass coming. Goff under pressure. Throw is incomplete. Wanted Amon-Ra, who is so sure-handed, and he drops it. Back. Both teams turn it over on downs. That is so frustrating. Oh, man, that's a ball you gotta catch, Saint. A little low, but you gotta come up with that. He's frustrated with himself for sure. Gosh, that makes me upset that we don't get anything out of that. Damn, man. Gotta catch that. You gotta catch that. Ah, man, that if you just get blown up, like if they just make a big stop, I'm not as mad at that. But the drop that frustrates me. That is not. Guy deflects the ball, sack, whatever. I'm not happy about it, but to drop a ball that you had, it's a missed opportunity. But you got to forget about it. Defense, get back on the field, make another stop. Keep this game within range. The problem is Kansas City is going to get the ball. There's a fly. Hope I just caught it. I don't know if I did. Defense, got to get a stop. Chiefs are going to get the ball back, start the third. Yep. For sure. Prop passes are killers, man. Oh, there's some high school football in Kansas City. Do we have any home Sunday night games this year? I would like to see one of our high school teams. All right. Mahomes under center, taking over at his own 44-yard line. He tried to toss it around. He gets a screen pass, but immediately brought down by Alex Anzalone for a loss. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta catch that, man. Saint is frustrated on the sideline watching that. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. They're going to say no loss on the play, but no gain. Pass coming. Mahomes airs it out, and a wide open. Did he catch it? And they say he did. The Hollywood Brown, I believe. Did he catch this? Yes, he did. Got both feet down. Wow. Cass Tech MLK. Yeah. All right, 2-minute warning. Lions up 4. Chiefs trying to add on. Try to take the lead. Man. Oh, man. What is this an advertisement for? French fry containers? Oh, wait, is it ketchup? Huh. Okay. Thought the advertisement was for French fry. Hey, they were showing French fry containers. I guess it's like kind of doubly annoying this last turnover on downs. You stopped him on a turnover on downs, and you get no points, so that's already I'm frustrated with that. But you turn it over on a drop pass, like it's like, man, frustrated about that for sure. Frustrated for sure. Listen, we're not going to talk about MSU's defense. That team's dead to me. Fire Jonathan Smith. It's not working out. Not working out. Fire the coach. All right. Ball is at the Detroit 42. Chiefs were in a similar spot last drive. They came up with a big fat 0. Handoff goes to Pacheco, and that will go for a 1-yard gain. Kirby Joseph back out there. What did they give him a shot of? Because now he's moving pretty quick. That bad, huh? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like, you lost to UCLA at home. You can't. Another pass coming from Mahomes. That time it is caught. Kelsey, Rocky Yassin made the tackle, but it'll be a first down. Minute and a half to go. I don't know why the clock took a break there and then it started running again. He should have been fired last couple of weeks, Andrew. I don't know how they managed to keep him. 9 for 11 is Mahomes, 115 yards with a touchdown. Another pass coming. Mahomes, airing it out, going for the end zone. There is nobody home. 2nd and 10. That was about as far off from a receiver as I have seen him throw it. Don't know what happened there. Lions have had 28 total plays, but hold just a 4-point lead. That's 5 more plays than the Chiefs. 177 yards. That's also more than the Chiefs, but again, Chiefs right in this game. Pass coming. Throw is dropped. And that is Travis Kelce. First drop of the night. We'll be talking about MSU on Tuesday, probably briefly, but at this point, it's like I pretty much said what I needed to say. I think on the clip I uploaded last Friday. The team has no identity, and at this point, I'm just done with Jonathan Smith. He just seems like a bad fit. He might be a good coach, but it's not working in East Lansing. Whatever it is he's trying to do, it's not working, and we need somebody different in the room. Pass coming. Mahomes under pressure from behind. He's able to get rid of it, and it is incomplete, overthrown, and a flag comes in as Travis Kelce was begging the referee. It's going to be pass interference. Ay. That ball is about 10 yards, 10 yards out from Travis Kelce. There's no way he's making that catch. How is that a pass interference? This is what bothers me, is that we're getting these pass interference calls on balls that are about 5 yards out. Kelce had no shot to catch that football. And he's tugging on the jersey, but come on, man. Seriously. Fakes the give. He's going to throw. It is caught by Kelce, and he will be brought down at the 1 by Rocky Yassin. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Just utterly ridiculous. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs obviously just going to let the clock roll, and I mean, they're going to try to just punch this one in. Jack Campbell wanted to punch that ball down. Boy, that didn't look like a comfortable landing for Travis. Lions called the timeout. 40 seconds to go. Yeah, right. I like that's now a few calls in this game that obviously have gone against Detroit, but have just been really questionable, if you ask me. So first down and goal. Grant Stewart is in the defense for Detroit. They're loading the box. Oh boy, Lions definitely jumped off sides. Mahomes is going to run it in for a touchdown. It won't matter because it's a free play, and the Chiefs reclaim the lead on a drive that was extended by the referees, the second opponent that Detroit has to play against. Penalty is declined. Touchdown for Mahomes. Fourth rushing touchdown of the year. First one tonight. Man, this is just frustrating. Drive that should have been dead. Butker's out to try to kick the extra point. He's 0 for 1 today, but that time he makes it 1 for 2. So it is a 3-point lead for Kansas City, and they will get the ball to start the third quarter. Things looking pretty tough here for Detroit, especially when you got to play two different opponents at once. Surprised they didn't call him for taunting. The only time you get taunting is when it's a receiver bragging over a corner, apparently. That is interesting. You don't get taunting penalties for touchdowns. You only get them for if you get a first down, or if you're a defender and you celebrate a little bit. I really hope he does. I mean, I think he should. You got at least one more timeout. 30 seconds. I'd like to be able to take a shot. You know, maybe get yourself into at least just get yourself into field goal range. You know, you don't have to do anything crazy. But if we could go into this half tied at least, I'd feel a little bit better. That is a weird commercial. Yeah, this is like don't do both. You said it right. If you're gonna go for if you're gonna run a play, and you better be trying to get into field goal range. Don't run it and then say, we'll just take a knee. Or we'll just let the clock run out. Hey, was that against Michigan State? I think it was. That Kansas City and referee drive is crazy. I say line drive kick will be taken out from about the 5 by Sailors. Sailors going to get it past the 30. 33 seconds to go with a timeout. Oh, some really great throws tonight by Goff that they're showing. Just seam passes through defenders. All right, Lions look like they're actually going to run some plays here. 33 seconds. They got a timeout. Want to get into field goal range for Bates. Pass coming. Goff airs it out. It is caught with one hand by Laporta. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Wow, I can't believe he caught that. I think that was one hand. It doesn't even sound like the announcers are talking about it. Goff is 8 for 10 for 90 yards and a touchdown. Goff moves St. Brown in motion. Pass coming. Goff throw. It is caught by St. Brown short, and a timeout is called. Eesh. I mean, what's up with the conservative play calls here? You're not getting much. You're not really getting all that close to Jake Bates' range unless you think he can kick a 70-yarder. That'd probably be 80 yards even. You haven't even gotten a first down. Third down and 2. Tesla in motion. Lions out of timeouts now. Got to get a big play or two in 22 seconds. Pass coming. Goff under some pressure, stepping up, rolling to his right. Throw is it high. It is incomplete. Fourth down and 2. The Lions got to punt it away with 17 seconds to go. Chiefs still have 2 timeouts. Ugh. It's not how you want to end a half. Three and out. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing Goff could really do. If he throws that to Gibbs, it'll be first down, but yeah, not much you could have done there. There's the punt. It's aired all the way back to the 10, and now the Chiefs with 10 seconds. I would be surprised if they do anything here. I think Mahomes is just pointing down to the ground. I think he's just going to knee it. So, whoa. So they were helping Kirby Joseph, goes into the medical tent. He comes out, he's jogging. What they do in that medical tent, you think? 10 seconds. Mahomes in knee formation, and there it is. So the Chiefs will get the ball to start the third quarter, and the Lions haven't had to say this in a while, trailing after 2, 13-10. Low scoring affair on Sunday night. It's 1-1 now, Mariners, Blue Jays. Top of the 6th, man on second. Ugh. Oh yeah, Fred Warner done for the season for San Fran. So that might be the end of their shot for the division. I say that's one player. Who knows? A lot of things could change. But, that's... I never really... I still don't really think that the 49ers are all that good. But they're winning. I guess did they win today? I don't know if they won today. I don't think they won today. No, they did not win today. They got blown out. Mondays and Fridays are funny on Peacock. Oh, I mean, like, yeah. It's about, I'd say, two good drives, two bad drives. Although, even one of the bad drives for the Lions offense, he just dropped the ball. That's not on. I mean, I guess it is on the offense in so much as you got to execute, but that's a fixable thing. Like this is a final drive that really didn't look good to me. But the defense, look, I mean, they were playing pretty well, and then the refs get in the way. But you got to get a turnover or two. That's what I think we're gonna need here. And Mahomes has thrown the ball away before. I mean, we've seen him blow second half leads this year. Just last week they did. So right now we're going into this second half with like a 35.2% win probability. I don't like those odds. I don't. And I think a lot of that is based on the fact that she started with the football. Which is again why I say I hate starting with the football. I guarantee you it would be a little bit. It'd be like at least like 38% Lions if they started with the football, assuming the score was the same. Oh my gosh. Skip Young, stop trying to advertise a Kia. I'm not going to buy a Kia from Kia of Jackson or Kia of Lansing. It's not going to happen. Okay, I was confused as to why they were showing the cars with the. I was like, we're not in Detroit. Why are they showing Detroit? Okay, these little face images of the players for these the Sunday Fun Day. Those are AI, right? Those are definitely AI. At least it looks like AI. Wonder if they'll show it again. Okay, they're not showing all of it. First career win against the 49ers for Baker Mayfield. That's kind of crazy. How did he not get sacked there? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How did he not get sacked there, dude? I don't okay. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't care at this point. They're both terrible. Milivojevic, if he couldn't win the starting job, then he's not gonna be good. Like, I understand maybe you say he's young, but it's like I don't care. There's just nothing. There's no juice about Michigan State football right now, guys. It's just bad. It's nothing but bad feelings about that football team. If I the vibes were immaculate after the Boston College win. They have careened since. Even with the Youngstown State win, that was a game that, looking back, was an ugly win. You know, they kept him in that game for way too long. And we're what's crazy? Okay, we are a drop ball or two from being 2 and whatever we are, 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3. Oh no, 2 and 3, 2 and 4. I don't know what it was. I've been saying James Franklin should have been fired for years. At this point, it's just he never showed any ability to actually win the big game. He won the Big Ten his first year in 2016 when Michigan State was out of its heyday. Michigan was fumbling at that point, and Ohio State was on a down year. That was the one time that he managed to do anything successful, and he used that to keep his job for years. And he finally gets what he deserved. He should have gotten fired last week when he lost to UCLA. losing to Northwestern, though, is just wow. Like, this guy, they went into this season as, I think they were the number 2 team in the AP poll, and they are just terrible. This is why the AP poll is just totally useless. Like, what did we learn from the AP poll this year? We learned that they don't know how good Texas is, and they don't know how good Penn State is. Like, it's useless. Just get rid of it at this point. Just let it just be the college football playoff poll. And I don't know if it's the same thing, but I don't think it is. But, like, it's the only thing that matters. AP poll doesn't matter at all. And they're clearly out of it. They clearly don't know what it is they're talking about. I didn't even know Michigan State was playing basketball this month. I guess exhibition games. Oh, Seattle's taking the lead. 2-1, bottom 6. Well, maybe Michigan State basketball will be good again this year. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. But I kind of doubt it. I don't know. I mean, like, last year was fun. Won the Big Ten, got to the Elite Eight. It was a little bit fugazi, let's be honest. The team could not shoot well from the 3. As soon as they played Auburn, they really got exposed. But they were one of the best teams in the Big Ten, at least. Granted, the Big Ten was not very good last year, but... Puka Nakua, ankle injury. Emeka Egbubu missed the second half with a hammy. Emeka Egbubu. We play Colgate to open the season? Why? Why them? They make the tournament sometimes. I'm surprised. Surprised we're not playing, like Western Michigan. I guess Michigan State football played Western Michigan to start the year. What tournament against top line teams we're gonna lose this year at the beginning of the season? Do we play the Hawaii one again? Do we play the what was it, the Legends tournament? Like, I basically just want to know which one I have to watch in disappointment. Wow, Arkansas. Jeez. We're not. Fort Myers tip-off, thank you. Is that the one with the ship? I like the one with the ship. The one where they're on the boat is cool. And because it's cool, you know that college basketball is going to start moving away from it. You know that. Anyway, I don't know when okay, it's got 2 minutes. Shoot. I should have gone to the bathroom, guys. I'm not going to have time to go to the bathroom. I have to go at the next commercial break, and hopefully I'm quick. I don't know if I'll be able to go. Oh, it's a John Wayne Gacy movie. Huh. Two games at Fort Myers. East Carolina, and the other games with North. Oh. Okay, I guess that is Fort Myers. Fort Myers is in Carolina then. Or North Carolina, I assume. Oh my gosh, enough with the Cure Auto Insurance commercials. Forbes named them one of the best car insurance companies in America, huh? Like, they can't make that up, right? Like, how did they get... All I've heard, and I don't know, I don't have Cure Auto Insurance, but all I've heard is that they suck. Like, how could Forbes name them the number 1? Of course we play Duke. Of course we play Duke. And Kentucky, of course. And I'm sure we'll lose those games. Because that's just what always happens. We never win those games. And now, to be fair, maybe you say, okay, it toughens you up long term because you had to play this really tough team, so now you're ready to go and you'll just roll the rest. But like, you never actually like. If we're gonna schedule these, Tom, I love you, buddy. Can we at least win some of them, please? No, they never do. They never do. A Sunday night shootout is 13-10. I guess, shootouts usually they usually kind of come into form in the second half, in my experience. All right. Yeah. A lot of unknown. I suspect it's going to be a disappointing year for Michigan State hoops. I mean, last year was just kind of a crazy year that just everything kind of went right. You really hit on Jace Richardson. You had yeah, it was just a great year. You had Jaden Akins have I mean, he wasn't even having that great of a year, honestly. But Cohen Carr really emerged. I like it's just, we'll see. We'll see. They got a couple of guys returning in Carr and Carson Cooper. I think Jackson Kohler's still sticking around. Jeremy Fears, that's right. Yeah. He's another one of these guys. We'll see. But yeah, losing Trey Holloman sucks. That was like I was surprised that he left. I thought he was really about it, but obviously not. All right. Bates out to kick it off for the second half. Lions down 3. Gonna need the defense and the offense to both step up here. Taking it out from the 5, trying to cut to the outside. He's not going to get anywhere. It's a good start on special teams. That'll pin the Chiefs inside their own 20. First game trailing at the half since week 1 against the Packers, in which they lost the game 27-13, of course. So Mahomes will take it over at his own 19-yard line. A little low on the snap. A screen pass is caught, and a first down picked up, I think. No? Well, They're going to say just second down and 1. I'm going to say second down in inches. Mahomes is under center. There's a snap, handoff, and the first down is picked up, and a lot of room to run there. Kirby Joseph brought down Pacheco, but a first down picked up. Who was it? Oh, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce got rolled up there. He's on the sideline, but he's got his helmet on. He appears to be okay. There's the snap. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes gets rid of it quickly. And Noah Gray with another first down catch. Or at least a catch. I don't know if he had a first down before. And the defense, unfortunately for Detroit, is continuing to get beat up here. Mahomes fakes the give. Not very convincing because the back was going the other way. He tossed it up front. It is incomplete. This is going to be an incomplete shuttle pass. He usually is so good at those, but unfortunately was not on the same page with his receiver. Oh, boy. I mean, That's a easy catch. He would have gotten eaten by Jack Campbell there, but instead it's 2nd down and 10. Chiefs into Lion territory at this point at the 44-yard line. Pass coming. Mahomes looking. Pump fakes. Throws up the middle. It is caught by Kelsey for a 1st down. He did not get up. He waited to get tagged down. Did he catch it? Oh, I don't know. Are they going to look at this? No, they're not. No, a flag comes in. I don't know if this is a free play for Mahomes or what's going on. He's going to run with it, pick up a 1st down. I don't know what's going on. Were they going to look at that play? They quickly... That should have been an incomplete pass. But they're calling it offsides on the Lions. That is number 3 on this referee crew. That should have been an incomplete pass. Oh my gosh. And of course the rules analyst on this. That's ridiculous. How was that a catch? The ball hits the ground. Whatever. Chiefs in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. It is caught on a screen. Blockers up front. Breaking tacklers. And down at about the 9-yard line. And the Chiefs just having their way. With some assistance. It's 1st and goal. Toss around play, and it'll go for a touchdown. Open the half with a score, and it is potentially a double-digit lead for KC. Well, this is a frustrating watch, I'll tell you. Not necessarily just that the defense is not playing to its standard, but that this Chiefs team is getting bailed out by the referees on multiple occasions. Lions are not exactly helping themselves either. Extra point this time is sailed through. That makes it 20-10 Kansas City. Hollywood Brown on the toss. Lions going to need a comeback here. This is... Well, still in this game, but that's why I hate not starting with the ball in the 3rd quarter, man. If you were losing in that spot, you're really going to need to lock in. And unfortunately, seemingly it doesn't really matter if they lock in because they're going to get a catch when it's not really a catch. Whatever. Just move on. All right. Lock in, boys. Let's get this offense on the field here. Talladega. There's a line drive kick taken out inside the 5. Craig Reynolds. He will go down to about the 26-yard line. Yeah, the 2 fourth downs that they don't get, the 4th and goal on the dumb penalty, and then the drop ball from Saint. Those are 2 difference makers in this game. And I guess if you're going to call them anything, they're self-inflicted wounds. Goff under center. Gibbs is in the backfield. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and he is going to pick up about 5 on the play to the 31-yard line. 11 minutes to go in the third. Second down and 5. There's your snap. Handoff goes to Gibbs, and he will be short. Might have picked up about 3. Third down. Oh. Christian Mahogany was slow to get up, I just heard. But he did get up, I guess. Third down and 3. Saint going to the left on motion. Pass coming. Chiefs bring the pressure. That time it's caught by St. Brown for a first down. When he needs it, he gets it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Minus that 1 drop earlier today. He just made up for it a little bit there. Nice catch. Nice throw. Goff going to quickly throw to Jamison Williams, who was wide open on the left-hand side. And he picks up a first down. Another big game for J-Mo. Or another big catch for J-Mo. I don't know why nobody was out there. I think Goff must have gotten signaled that nobody was out there. And he immediately threw the ball to him. He knows he's got the speed. I don't know what in the world the Chiefs defense is thinking. And Williams had his hands up and said, hey, just throw me the football. I got nobody on my side. 59 yards and a touchdown for Williams tonight. Now into Chief territory. Handoff to Gibbs, and he is just going to get 2. Lucky he didn't go down in the backfield. Chiefs defense is hard to get those chunk plays on, but we've seen them get those plays earlier in the game. Second down and 8. Goff is in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. Just shy of the 45 of Kansas City. Pass coming. Quick swing pass out to Gibbs, and he is going to go all the way back to the 50 for a big loss. Ay, ay, ay. Third down and long, and you can't have that. I mean, I understand you got to, maneuver a little bit with the playbook. With this Chiefs defense, man, I just hate throwing the ball out in the flat like that. You're not going to get much, especially not in a second down. Third down and 11. Ball's at the KC 49. Need to get to the 38. There's the snap. Quick pass out to J-Mo, and he's only going to get a yard. And that will make it 4th down and 10. Punt team's got to come out. That's brutal. Once again, I just said, throwing these kind of flat routes, I just don't get it. I don't get the thought process behind that kind of a play. At this point, it just feels like you need a turnover. You need something to jolt this team. Punt is up and away, and it will be fair caught just inside the 10. Nearly dropped it. I'm just not feeling it right now, guys. Just not feeling it. Couple of bad things didn't go your way this first half. Things went the way of the Chiefs. You're going to need to... I mean, if you don't get a stop here, I feel like this game is over. I guess unless maybe it's a field goal. You got to force them to punt. They haven't punted all night. It's been on the defense. Despite the fact that they've had some good situations. Oh my gosh. Springsteen movie. It's like is this just the new like remake / superhero movie when it's like, okay, we need a movie that people will actually go and see. A movie about a singer or about a band because people like music. They don't actually come up with new cool ideas for movies that are intriguing and look fun. No. Those are not the big movies that people... Now, to be fair, those are not the movies that people go to. But they're also not making them. So it's kind of a double effect. Wow. The backup left tackle for KC has been pretty good, only allowing one pressure. All right. Mahomes under center. There's your snap. Handoff to, I think that's Pacheco. Going to pick up about 3. That's Kareem Hunt. I'm sorry. They have very similar hair. So, and I don't know their numbers. That is quite the playbook. It's not really a book for Shepard. It's a play sheet. Second down and 7. Pass coming. Mahomes rolling under pressure, throwing. It is tipped and incomplete. He wanted Pacheco there, and it bounced off of, I don't know if it was Pacheco's arm or Jack Campbell. Be 3rd down and 7. This would be a huge chance for a stop. Just get your offense back onto the field. Man, a turnover here would be so huge. Just get a good field position as well. Mahomes out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Pass coming. Mahomes airs it out to Kelsey, who came up with it for a 1st down. Golly. That was your shot to get a stop. And Kelsey, he had a step on his defender. It was a little high. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, he did nearly drop that ball. Ugh. Travis Kelsey, 70 yards tonight. Pass coming. Mahomes going to run it up the middle, and now he's going to be brought down after a gain of just 2. I think somebody tried to swipe at that ball. Boy, I mean, it's again, you're running out of time here. If you're Detroit, Kansas City has managed to hold on to this football for much of the second half. 2nd down and 8. There's your snap. Fakes the give. Gonna throw. Gets rid of it. It is incomplete. Anzalone in coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Another 3rd down opportunity here for Detroit with the clock stopped. Boy, Hutchinson brought the pressure. Mahomes got rid of it quick. 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. That their first conversion was the last play. Another pass coming. Mahomes under pressure, rolling and running, and he will somehow stay on his feet, but he won't get the 1st down. Jeez Louise. And they are going to have to bring out the punt team well within their own territory. Oh, my gosh. I mean, you think maybe he's going to get sacked. He kind of gets sandwiched, but he stays up, and finally, they bring him down. Brian Branch. Oh, my gosh. What does it take to tackle this guy? He's not that big. And Ariza out to punt it for the first time tonight. There's the snap. There's the punt. And Raymond just fair catches it inside the 20. .334 to go. Lions down 10. Trying to get back into this. All right, that's what I want to see from the defense. They can keep stopping them for the rest of the day, rest of the night, and we should be able to win this game. That's obviously a big ask, but it's not totally out of our possibility. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about it, Eric. I talked about it earlier. The team's dead to me. I just fire the coach. I'm done. Whatever Jonathan Smith is trying to do, it's not working. So he's got to go. Oh my gosh, I'm already sick and tired of this stupid Thursday night football. I think that's Shabuzi. I don't know, whoever it is that's doing their little song. That we gonna let them know. Thursday Night Football on Prime. We gonna let them know. Go back to what they were doing before. I like the little switch. That's kind of cool. It's on. That's kind of cool. Yeah. He might be a good head coach, but not here. Like that and I don't even know if he's that good of a head coach at this point, honestly. Like it just seems like he's just totally uninterested. Like we paid him a lot of money, but he's got seemingly no desire to fire himself up, fire the team up. So get fired. He's not interested, then I'm not interested. Hire Brant Key. Who's he from? I've heard that name. Brent Key. Who is he? Where does he come from? New AD is from Georgia Tech. Is Brent Key from Georgia Tech? Okay. Goff out of the shotgun. Ball's at his own 19. Play action. Gonna throw. Goff. Got a little screen over to Montgomery with a lot of room to run. There goes Montgomery past the 40 and down just shy of the 45-yard line. That was a little high on the throw, but Montgomery came up with it. Chris Jones, meanwhile, is on the sideline with an elbow, I don't know, brace? I don't know what to call that. Elbow wrap. Jeez, Graham Glasgow got pancaked there. So first down and 10 at their own 42. Laporta going in motion. There's the snap. Another play action throw. Goff airs it out, finds St. Brown wide open for a first down pickup into Chief territory. Just like that, Lions pretty much back where they were on the last drive. And Chris Jones, after a couple of first down passes, is checked back into the football game. Look at Montgomery getting the block, gives Goff another second or two. Love that. All right. First and 10. Ball now at the Chief 46. Another pass coming. Goff has time, throws. It is caught by St. Brown. He's going to pick up another first down. Geez, Goff 3 for 3, 3 first downs. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter counting down. Lions down 10. Need to score here, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, to get yourself back in this football game. The 35-yard line is the spot. Pass coming. Goff throws. It is caught once again by St. Brown at the 30. That time it won't be for a first down. So the Lions will see a second down for the first time this drive. Second down and 4 on the 6-yard pickup. Boy, it would be so cool to see the Lions finish this drive before the quarter ends, but they got time and they don't need to waste, or they don't need to speed up here necessarily. Toss out to J-Mo, looking for some blockers up front. He's going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds. Boy, Jamison Williams so far probably his best game of the year. 45 seconds to go. Lions will have to run just one more play here in the third quarter. 66 yards and a touchdown on 6 catches for Williams. Lions just shy of the red zone on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Play action. Goff going to throw. Goff on the screen to David Montgomery. Getting the blocker up front. He's going to be brought down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. After 3, Lions still trailing, but they are knocking on the door to make it a 1-possession game. 20-10 Kansas City. All right. All right now. All right. Let's punch this one in. Punch this one in, guys. I'm probably not gonna go crazy even if we do. But I might, the volume might increase if we get a stop after this. I gotta know these people who fall for these scams. Because they show, it's like, okay, like, I don't think I'm a genius. I don't. But like, I've never really thought, hey, this is probably a scam. I'm gonna pay for it anyway. If even I have the slightest of, like, I think this might be a scam, I just don't do anything and I see what happens. Every day, millions of people learn something new on TikTok. Hey, man, if that's how you want to sell it, go for it. But come on, everybody knows that's BS. I don't think anybody learns anything from TikTok other than new dances. Whoa. This looks terrifying. What is that? That looks terrifying. Subtropolis? Why would anybody want to work underground? We're not mole people. Are we? All right. 1st and goal. Goff takes the snap. Gonna throw. Goff gets rid of it to Amon-Ra. He's gonna get down to the 5. 2nd down and goal. I thought maybe he was throwing that to Gibbs. But it ended up in the hands of St. Brown. So I was like, oh boy, that doesn't look good. And it went to St. Second and goal. What do you got, Morton? What do you got? Laporta goes in motion. There's the snap. Pass coming. Goff looking, throwing. It is caught. Touchdown. Oh my gosh. How did he come up with that ball? Oh my gosh. I thought Goff was maybe throwing it away. And Laporta with a toe tapper. There's 1. There's 2. Wow. Did he one-hand that? Oh my gosh, he was hooked up to the defender. And he still caught it. Well, that is just an incredible play. And the Lions are an extra point away from making it a 3-point game. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. And again, that missed extra point earlier in this game makes it a field goal to tie it up for Detroit. That is an incredible catch. When he ended up coming up with that ball at the end, I was like, okay, did he get inbounds? And when I saw the signal, then I'm like, okay, well, how did he catch the ball? That was truly something else. He's made a couple of those plays in the back of the end zone. One last year in the divisional round against Washington. Now, defense, just stop them. Get the offense back on the field with a chance to tie or take the lead. Just do that for me. You know what would be perfect right here? That turnover I was talking about earlier. That would be perfect for swinging the momentum fully in Detroit's favor. We've already got I guess you could call it a strip sack, but Kansas City ended up falling on it. That gentleman came into the bank with a white t-shirt and gym shorts. Is that how you don't gym shorts you're going to the bank? Maybe he just needs to make a quick deposit or a quick withdrawal. Made it out as though he's like getting an appointment. That's how you show up to your appointments? No. That's not how you should show up. Some people might show up to their appointments that way. If I had an appointment with somebody, I don't know what I'm not a banker or anyone who has appointments with someone. But if the other party showed up in a t-shirt, a plain white t-shirt and shorts, might have to call the police. Might have to call the police. Get this guy investigated. Not gonna lie, I'm holding in my bathroom break right now, but that's because I need to. I can't move. It's an emotional moment for me. It's an emotional game right now. All right. Oh, next week, Falcons 49ers. Bijan v. McCaffrey. It's a matchup. I'm not using empty. That's not going to work. There's a line drive kick that'll be taken out from the 1. Looking for a hole, and it'll go to just the 31-yard line again. That seems like about the average return rate. Like, teams will get to about the 31-yard line. Yeah, one of the matchups of all time. Falcons, 49ers. I mean, maybe, like, there could be some years where I would have said that's a good-looking game, but, yeah. I mean, Fred Warner goes down, so that makes it less interesting. Mahomes hands it off to Pacheco. He will pick up about 4, maybe just 3 yards. That's Kareem Hunt. I'm sorry. They got the same hair. I need them to not have the same hair. They got the long hair coming out. Whatever. Not a Chiefs fan. Still sort of surprised Kareem Hunt is still playing football, not going to lie. NGL. Now it's Pacheco in. He's number 10. Mahomes under center again. He's going to throw it out of the under center position, and he's going to throw it away. And a flag comes in late. 2 flags come down. What are they? Is this going to be roughing the passer? Of course, roughing the passer on the Lions. First down. Aiden Hutchinson called for it. Are you serious? Seriously, he had the ball for like a second. What the hell is he supposed to do? Okay, okay, never mind. That's going to get called. Yeah, that's a bad penalty. But of course, no penalties have been called on the Chiefs so far tonight, which is unusual, to say the least. Not one penalty. And unfortunately, that gives the Chiefs a first down when it should be 3rd down and 7. Toss out to, I believe that's Hollywood Brown. He'll be short of that's Xavier Worthy, not Hollywood Brown. It'll be about a 6-yard gain. Second down and 4. And the Chiefs now into Lion territory. Again, not what you needed in this spot. Mahomes looking to pass. It is caught. And Worthy spins out of a tackle. Going to pick up a lot of extra yards and finally brought down by Jack Campbell. Another first down. And this defense that has struggled for most of the night continues late in this game when you need to have it. And unfortunately, this drive extended by a penalty in favor of Kansas City. And you got to make the tackle there, too. Bad tackling tonight all around. Quick screen pass there. It almost kind of feels like the Lions are trying to punch the ball out. Juju Smith-Schuster with the catch for a first down there that time. It just feels like they're not really trying to tackle. They're trying to force that ball out. And I understand the mindset there, but you can't all be like Peanut Tillman. Somebody's got to just straight up tackle. And another quick out pass. And that time finally brought down. Jeez Louise. Second down. Smith with the catch. Ay. And a block there to stop Amik Robertson. Brian Branch finally came in to make the tackle. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Chiefs in the red zone again. Handoff, first down, going to be down at the 8 or 9 yard line. First and goal. Jeez. I mean, they just made it look easy. The defense for Detroit just completely incapable of stopping them. They had the one stop all night, which granted was a huge stop to get them into the spot that they're in. But then as soon as they need another stop, it's like the same story as it has been the whole night. Another handoff and a big hole and standing him up inside the 5. Pacheco makes it second and goal from about the 4, maybe the 3. Again, it looks like Lions players are trying to strip the ball to me. A lot of tackles where you're just not, it just doesn't appear like they're really tackling. Ball at the 3. Mahomes rolling to his left. Mahomes under pressure, airs it out, incomplete. It'll be third down and goal. There's a chance for the Lions. And you wonder if this is 4-down territory for Kansas City, knowing that it would set the Lions up to be able to take a lead with a touchdown and a successful extra point kick. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just going to go for it on both occasions, especially given the success they've had. It's 80 degrees down there. Wow. Pass coming. Mahomes Throws it wide open, caught, touchdown. Hollywood Brown's second touchdown of the night. He leaps into the fans, and the Chiefs extend their lead. He was wide open. I don't know who was supposed to be in coverage there. I genuinely, I don't know who's supposed to be defending him there. That's crazy. I don't know how he gets so wide open. Butker to try to add on, and he does. 27-17, KC, 9.5 to go. And it's getting pretty far out of reach here. It's a 10-point lead, but it feels like a 20-point lead. Ugh. And I guess you don't know what would have happened. Not for that penalty from Hutchinson. Would have been 3rd and 7. Would have been in their territory. They could have still converted. They could have still marched down the field. But this defense is getting diced up, and that's a major concern because you're dealing with injuries in your secondary. You're out your starting 2 corners. No Terrion, no DJ Reed. Don't know when either of those guys will be back specifically. Mahomes is having his way with the secondary. This is not a good receiver core for Kansas City. And unfortunately, again, you go back to the missed 4th down, could have had a touchdown, so you say, you could have 4 extra points. You subtract 3, add 4. So, wait, that's only a 1-point swing. Wait, hold on. Subtract 3, not add 4. Subtract 3, add 7. So that's 27 to 6. You catch that 4th down, maybe you get a field goal. You're at, was this 27-24 at the worst? Or I guess maybe not the worst, but it's what it could have been. But you don't play with what it could have been. You play with what it is. You're down 10 later in the late minutes of the 4th quarter. You're going to have to march down the field quickly here. Then you're going to have to get a stop on defense. It's going to come down to the wire straight up. So wait, is it like it's not like looks like a bio series on John Wayne Casey. He was the clown guy. He dressed up like a clown and killed people. I actually don't know if he did that at the same time. I think he just was a clown and also killed. I don't know if the clown was related to the. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch the series on Peacock. I won't be watching the series on Peacock. And that kick will be taken out from the 10. Reynolds, just at about the 26-yard line. What's going on in the game? Somebody looks like they're on the field. Must be coaching, member of the coaching staff or something. Look at all those Lions fans. All right. 9.5 to go. Gonna need a lot from everybody. Hand off to Jameer. He's brought down for a loss. Not how you start it. See you later, Eric. Have a good day at work. You're going to have to let Jared Goff really air this ball out. I know you really do have more time than I think I'm giving them credit for, but if this drive takes about 5 minutes, that's the thing. You can't really have a long drive to score. I mean, you'll take it, but you're going to want to be a little quicker here. Goff on a quick pass out to St. Brown. And it'll be a catch and a fumble as the ball went out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and a little bit more manageable. It'll be 3rd down and what, 10, 11? 3rd down and 10. So you make up for the loss of yards, but now you're down a down. Why is nobody lining up against George Karlaftis? Pass coming. Goff tries to get rid of it. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Punt team's got to come out. Detroit goes 3 and out. Tough night in the office, boys. Tough night in the office. George Karlaftis, I don't know. Nobody was on him, seemingly. It's Chris Jones who got the sack, I think. Or no, it wasn't Chris Jones. Omenuku, I think that. I don't know. I guessed. Punt up and away. It'll be caught at about the 30, trying to take it out from there. He's got room, and he is tripped up by Jack Fox. And the Lions say they have the ball. They're saying he was down. Lions were signaling. They're saying he was down by contact, so it'll just be Chief ball. Let's see. I didn't even see the ball come out. Yeah, no, he was down. Okay. Ball did come out, but he was down. And you kind of need a turnover now. So that's why the win probability is so low, because your defense hasn't shown any ability to get to turnover, and turnovers are pretty rare to begin with. Yeah, I mean, the no penalties on Kansas City is kind of wild. I mean, like, you could say maybe they're just really well disciplined, but I don't know, man. That seems kind of wild. Especially a few of those penalties. I just frankly, I just disagree with the referee's call. The pass interference earlier in the game, that first illegal shift or illegal motion, like that. I just, again, these trick plays are run through with the refs. They should know that they're coming, or at least that they're available. If they said that it was not allowed, they should have told the Lions that. And if the Lions didn't listen, which again I find very hard to believe, then like, they should know it and they shouldn't be throwing the penalty. And then as far as, I don't know, the rest of it, like, you had the what looked like an incompletion to Travis Kelce, but was ruled as a catch. Yeah, it's just a lot. And there was a play there where it looked like the Chiefs jumped too early. Should have been a false start. Ended up being a big play. which I don't think ended up being. I don't remember if it ended up being anything, but. $7:12 to go. Mahomes hands it off to Pacheco. And now they're just trying to play a numbers game at this point. Because it's just a matter of time. Lions just don't have the time. Been a rough weekend for Detroit sports if the Lions end up losing in this game. I'll tell you that much. They're going to hand it off once again, and Pacheco will be snuffed out. It'll be 3rd down. I mean, short of us getting a TFL here, you don't anticipate much of a... You don't anticipate a punt here. Third down and 3. Quick pass to Kelsey for a 1st down. And, I mean, that's kind of been the story of the night. There's not much you can really do on that play other than just blow it up before it happens. He gets rid of the football basically as soon as he throws it. And Kelsey's in front of his defender. I mean, you're trying to maybe punch a ball out. But at that point, you're just... Taylor Swift isn't even watching the game. Not even watching the game. Whatever. We got to show her still. And another tackle made at about the 29-yard line. And again, it's like you're pretty much out of time here. Like, Chiefs get another 1st down. I mean, certainly if they score, it's all but over. You need basically a turnover. And the problem with it really was this game. Defense wasn't able to get off the field. Chiefs held on to the football. You really weren't able to get anything going offensively consistently because you didn't have the football. And the offense failing on 4th down a couple of times. Now, again, I'm not expecting you to go 100%, but you definitely can't go over on those downs. Another quick out pass to number 24. You'll roll short of the 1st down marker. 3rd down. Yeah, I mean, that could have been 2 touchdowns in favor of Detroit, and you're looking at a lead for the Lions of 31-27, as opposed to down 10. Could be down 17 by the end of this drive. 3rd down and 1. Handoff to Pacheco, breaks free, Kareem Hunt. Again, I forget the hair is very similar. And that is very close to ending it. Detroit calls a TO. This guy's doing pull-ups. That's a negative pull-up. Also, where is it? Is this like is a pull-up outside gym? What? Never heard of that. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. That nationwide. I was already kind of annoyed by motivating Manning, but I like that one. That one was good. I mean, really hasn't been like it wasn't a bad night for Jared. He just didn't have the ball a lot. 194 yards, 22 for 25, 2 touchdowns. Again, it's just like the defense couldn't get off the field. Handoff that time goes to Hunt again. And Detroit calling another timeout. They hold them to a field goal. I mean, even if they do, I just don't think. I think it's like you gotta get a turnover. It just the time is just not in your favor. You'd need pretty much a miracle. Look at the win probability, 0.5%. You need a miracle really to go your way. You need like a pick six, essentially. There's a handoff to Pacheco down to the maybe 11-yard line, 3rd down, and another timeout called by Detroit. So that's it for the timeouts for Detroit. They're trying to just get a stop here, I guess, and they're going to commercial. Okay. We got 2 plays and then a commercial. I think even if you do get a stop, they're gonna kick a field goal, assuming they make it. Because again, Butker, who knows? Also, I get what I just realized I get what they're doing with the Applebee's commercial about like the Campbell's like telling to go for 2. He doesn't go for 2. He goes for it on 4th down. 2 different things. I mean, he does sometimes go for it for 2, but like those aren't the same thing. I don't know. Maybe someday a coach will start just going for 2 more, but that's not. I think they're trying to do like, oh yeah, because he's Dan Campbell and he goes for it, but he goes for it on 4th down. He doesn't go for it for 2 points. They're not the same. They're similar, very similar, but not the same thing. There was one point where he infamously went for 2. And he got it, but then he didn't get it, and then he didn't get it, but then he had another chance, and he got it, or he didn't get it. Third down and 6. Pretty much your last shot to make it at least somewhat interesting. Pass coming. Mahomes under some pressure. He's brought down and sacked. Al-Quadin Muhammad got to him. The clock will roll, though, and the field goal unit comes out. But again, the problem is, almost honestly, in a way, I would have rather they just gotten an incomplete pass over the sack, because now the clock rolls and you got no way to stop it. So it'll be 4th down and 10, and they're just gonna burn. Like you got so little time now. 33 seconds. And I think they're just gonna, they're just gonna call a timeout here just before the delay of game. Which makes sense, because now you got 2:29. The only clock stoppage Detroit has to utilize is the 2-minute warning. And Detroit entering kind of the tough portion of the schedule. You got the Buccaneers at home next week on Monday night, so you get a little bit extra rest. Then you're on your bye. You got the Vikings at home. Then you go on the road to Washington, on the road to Philadelphia for Sunday Night Football. It's a tough stretch. And unfortunately, it has not started the way you'd like it to, at least, again, not barring a miracle. Snap, hold, kick, and he nails it. So Butker, after starting the night with a missed extra point, is likely ending the night with a made field goal to make it a 13-point lead with a little over 2 minutes to go. Gonna need a quick touchdown and then an onside kick and then another touchdown. All very quickly. And the odds of that are, well, according to ESPN, less than 1%. And look, if you don't get these injuries in the secondary figured out, which is to say, if you don't get healthy, next week, Monday night, that's going to be a tough one. Baker Mayfield is not an easy quarterback to play against. And furthermore, we'll see about Emeka Igbigbu, as he is known in the world. But Craig Reynolds is just going to try to run this one out. He runs into a wall past the 20... Or I'm sorry, Dominic Lovett, not Craig Reynolds. Just past the 25-yard line. Goff is in the shotgun. Oh, boy. I think there might be an offsides there. It's a free play for Detroit. Laporta trying to pick up a first down. He will, I think, be a yard short. My question is, are they going to take the penalty? And they will decline it. So the Chiefs will likely end this game without a penalty. Can't make that up. Can't make that one up. Second down and 1. Pass coming. Goff looking, and he's nearly brought down. He's able to lob it into the air. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Wow. That is a really close call. Third down and 1. I can't believe that Goff managed to break out of that. good on Goff for staying up and throwing that ball. He's lucky it didn't get intercepted, but it's better than taking a sack. 3rd down and 1. Got to make some magic happen. It's obviously 4-down territory. Goff going to throw. Goff throws it incomplete. Laporta, the intended receiver, 4th down and 1, and this is obviously for the game. If they can get this, they'll stay alive. If that really means much. This Chiefs defense is legit, and the Chiefs offensively take advantage of few bad penalties as well as just an injured defense. Let's be frank about it. A defense that did not play well due to, I think, more than just injuries as well as just execution. Goff gonna throw. It is incomplete. Off the hands of Jamison Williams, and that is indicative of the quality of the game tonight for Detroit. Drop pass to end the drive. Wasn't a great throw. I don't blame J-Mo on that one. It's on his hands, so I always say if it's hitting your hands, you gotta at least, you got at least a shot at it, but that's going to be it. Chiefs are just going to be able to knee this one out. All right. Yeah, we'll be back next Monday, but we'll be back on Tuesday for the regular show. It'll be honestly kind of a depressing show. Just a tough weekend for Detroit sports. Hoping maybe the Lions would, make up for the rough weekend, but yeah, it's kind of just been sad, to be honest with you. I do kind of like this Apple Card commercial. I don't know why. It's just dumb. It's just the stupid the chanting that's going on in this Apple Card payment. It's just, oh no, you forgot. Before she looked, the neighbor's watching. It's just stupid. But no, I mean as far as the game goes, next week's gonna be tough. Next week is going to be tough. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Lions have not dropped 2 in a row since 2022. I mean, you do gotta wonder how long that streak realistically can last. I swear, if they show Taylor Swift, oh my gosh, I can't. Enough. I don't want to see Taylor Swift. Mahomes takes the first knee. He'll need to take at least 2 more, I believe. He's trying to get his crowd into it. But look, next week you got a tough game against Baker Mayfield. Solace, you're going to be playing it at home on primetime, where the Lions, outside of tonight, have played really well. Again, and obviously the Lions haven't lost 2 in a row in a very long time. There is reason to believe they can bounce back from this, and especially when you look at it, it's a lot of self-inflicted wounds. It's a lot of, bad penalties. It's dropping balls when you need to have a 4th down conversion. It's, giving up touchdown drives when you are in a 3-point ball game and you got a chance to get back into it. It's a tough loss, guys. It really is. But you're dealing with injuries. you might have had to take a punch in the face here. It didn't look good going into it. They kind of had a little bit of a shot there, but honestly, I'm never happy about a loss. Certainly not happy about this one, but it's not a heartbreaker for me. It was a game where it just kind of felt like everything was kind of swinging towards Kansas City. I mean, it's the old up-down theory of the NFL. Kansas City just had a really tough loss on Monday, so they get a win at home today. We had to. Whoa! What's going on? There's a fight going on in this game. What in the world just happened? Who's John with who? Oh my goodness! What is going on here? Guys got to be careful here. I don't want anybody to get suspended or otherwise fined. I have no idea what even caused this. We'll stay live and see if we can get maybe a replay or something that. What in the world just happened? Jeez, I mean, come on, guys. You take your punch in the face like a man and move along. There's no reason to get. Okay, let's see what happened. So Mahomes, he's about to shake a hand with Branch, and he obviously did not really want to. Juju Smith-Schuster was upset about it, and he goes to Branch, or Smith. I'm sorry, Branch smacks Smith or Juju Smith-Schuster, and then a couple defenders start, or a couple of Chiefs players start kind of brawling with him. So Branch has kind of had this reputation now for a little bit, and he's got to really dial it in. It's a little much to this point. And now, to be fair, does that mean that you got to get guys double teaming Branch and throwing into the ground? No, but he's probably going to see a fine for that one, and that's okay. Fine, you want to burn money? Burn money. That's up to you, buddy. So, all right. Well, tough night, tough game. Is what it is. Got to move along. We're on to Tampa Bay. Just here's to hoping maybe we can get healthy and hopefully no suspension to Brian Branch. I don't imagine it wasn't that egregious. But tough night for sure. Thank you all for coming out and hanging with us. We'll be back on Tuesday evening to talk about all the sporting news of the week. Tough weekend for Detroit. Detroit gets eliminated from the playoffs in a 15-inning nightmare of a game. And the Lions drop to 4-2, and Michigan State is officially dead to me. So we'll talk about all that and much more on Tuesday. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll talk to you then. See ya.